We can talk.
So the thing is, I hope not. I got a call. As much as I believe I have a list. I try to be careful because everybody
Yeah,
signed in.
yeah, we should.
I try to respect her. But I do believe deep down inside that she knows more than she's telling people. Because Nicole and Alicia's relationship, like, you notice how she's like, oh, we were best friends. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
they were best friends because there was no structure. She
gotcha.
let her do what she wanted. Like, so, it wasn't like a mother-daughter, like, heroes of Mom of Three,
Mm-hmm.
Mary, we're all thinking like, like, but there is so much more where this boyfriend, Nicole had a lot of boyfriends over the last several years, and this has been going on for, I was in 6 to 8 years with them. Um, but Brett's mom always paid the bills.
Oh, here,
But,
like where the other
well,
house?
even at the other house,
Oh, where
right?
they live in the other house?
It was right down the road on the other side of the
Yeah.
two-story house.
Okay.
Right at the stop sign over here,
Yeah.
there's two-story houses. Um, I want to say it was the one furthest away from the stop sign.
Gotcha.
But that's where they lived before they moved into here.
You want to talk on the record? You want to interview?
We can, whenever
It's just your take because you know it. You know
yeah.
her more than most people.
So like, so who will, I'm assuming like everybody sees this, like it goes like,
Yeah, we're YouTube live
oh
actually.
wow.
So
My thing is, it's just like, I try to be like, how do you say that, you really did it without really offending his daughter?
gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my biggest thing is, because my thing is, I do believe that she knows more than what she's telling people, but I don't want to sit here and piss on her either, and, especially when you're going through something so traumatic. Um, but she asked me earlier, she's like, wait, aren't you the guy that my mom was with when she bought that brand new car? I'm like, yeah, that was me.
Really?
She's like, oh my god. So,
'Cause she would have been what, at 12 at
she
the
would have
time?
been 12 or 13 at the time. Yeah, Selena would have been. So, I got a picture of her little sister Selena. So this is my son. He's 10 now, but that was her younger sister Selena with my son. Brighton. Like he's 10 now, but back then he was about 3 or 4.
Gotcha.
So about six and a half years ago.
So you came up here from Claremont
Yeah.
just to help
It was,
search?
yeah. Well, so I was online the other night, and I didn't know any of this happened. And I had just entered breaking news. I'm a former special investor in Columbus, so I'm
Oh, really?
always trying to, look stuff. And I saw this thing from my Missing Mama 3 and Mount Dora, and it triggered me. I'm like, what the heck? Missing Mama 3 is nothing in my mind. So I opened it, and I was like, oh my gosh. It was right at nothing almost 2 weeks later. But
So what's happening, folks, is I'm outside. I am in Mount Dora, Florida, and we're talking about 41-year-old Nicole Baldwin. She went missing November 2nd, 2023, and this is the community coming out, family members of Nicole, volunteers, gentleman I was just speaking to was a former in relationship with Nicole, and bringing public awareness to the situation. She's missing. People care. People want answers, and they're about to light up these. They're going to light up these milk jugs with her face on it. Candlelight Vigil. Out in front of the home, uh, where she was last seen uh, 2nd, 2023. Do see her daughter here. Um, you know, just out here paying respect. I'm actually going to cross over the road a little bit, kind of give you guys a look here. Cross over. So the entire situation is sad because they just want answers. Want answers on where she's at. Volunteers all day were out there looking. Jimmy, you want to talk?
yeah, we'll talk in a little bit.
Okay. And look, I'm going to show you here, like the milk jugs. So each milk jug has a image of her, and they're going to light it up. So it's going to, this whole block here is going to be lit up. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to light these candles. Milk jugs. As the sun is going down. You see the whole. We're gonna wait till these light up and it gets dark out here so we can just see. Now this is. So one of, I was just speaking to one of Nicole's ex-boyfriends from years ago. He said he'll talk in a bit, so we'll try to get some insight on what's going on in reference to anything, anything he could provide that we could share and bring awareness to. That's the home here. They're laying candles out all over the neighborhood. They're laying candles out, and the whole neighborhood is full with people, including the media. There is some media here. Media's down there. They got their cameras. That is Nicole's daughter. That's her oldest daughter. So just to keep you guys up to speed, the home here has tape up, and there's an officer here at the home. They're lighting up to her home here. It's a very, very powerful. It's. They care, and you can see it goes all the way down. And we'll see what this looks like. It goes down. Go out here and give you guys another look. You guys can see. The sun is going down. So it'll be dark here shortly. It's like a path to her home.
No, she might have been the one our photographer earlier today. Did you meet her? Who are you?
They usually like weekday people who work obviously.
Okay, that's mine too. They'll pass it for all the lighters.
So it goes all the way down.
It's so hot.
See this? So, again, the people, they got candles lit for Nicole, and they were searching today. They were searching in the nearby terrain, searching for her. She vanished. Where that police officer's vehicle is, she vanished from there. November 2nd. November 2nd. I just want to use my other camera and take a picture real quick. All right, so they're going to do a prayer. So we'll kind of see what's going on. They're doing a prayer. We're going to do a prayer and then they're going to walk.
again, just praying that we get answers and that we find Alicia's mom.
Thank you for
Thank you, Terry. Because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here right now.
It's so true. Yeah.
Well, like everybody knows, I think most everybody knows, I have a niece that's been missing for 6 months. And so I reached out because I know what it feels like. So I won't stop. And don't be surprised if we don't get answers soon. I will continue to do searches and try to bring her home. But thank you, everyone, for everything. Because we couldn't do it without you, without the community. So thank you so much. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I just want this whole song. You can hug him.
And you and everybody. I mean,
Hugs to go with.
Yeah. We'll keep going. We'll keep trying. That's all we can do. I appreciate everything. Because it takes a village, it takes a community to do this. And I'm grateful that my niece in Polk County has had a strong community to come together to do this too. And just so you know, I'm not a professional. I never did this in my life until 2 weeks ago. So
If you need additional help, let us know. Reach
Yeah.
out.
I will. And thank your wife, your beautiful wife that reached out to me, and thank you guys so much. Because that's until the next decision. Just keep praying that we find the
The support is just such a big family right here. We've got a big family. So.
well, you do
I know
now.
maybe not everybody does, you know, we're trying to something like that. But so it's nice having someone kind of very nice.
I really want to see these lit up at nighttime.
Yeah, I know.
I tested them at home with the photos with the candle. It's dark, and her photos just shine through. So, but I have 7 dogs to take care of, so
We have 3 ourselves. We were just discussing.
I keep checking the camera and everything, but they're like inner clock says, "Mom, it's dinner time." So, but I appreciate everyone, and look for, in the next few weeks, if she's not found, I won't stop. I will continue to, and I actually go out and search. I have a few good friends here, including her, that we go out and search at other times by ourselves with a few people. So we're not gonna stop looking for her. So,
If you could share the page, like I just did that within the last couple days, and I literally invited every single person on my friends list.
yes.
So, and a lot of
Awareness,
local people are not,
bring
I mean, unless you're on Maryland Stories, you might not know locally that we have somebody missing. So, that's what I'm saying. So, if you share
Actually, there
it,
was a neighbor 2 doors down that wasn't aware she was missing. And the neighbor, I believe in this house here, didn't know. So it doesn't. It takes the community to keep sharing, putting her face out there. Maybe somebody saw something to bring her home, And that's the thing, is just keep the pressure on, and maybe somebody's going to say, "Oh, I saw this," or "I saw that," and lead us to her. So keep sharing. And again, I appreciate everyone so much. And I had somebody that hasn't checked out with me, so
Terry.
did everybody
Check.
sign out? There's a car still parked there. I know, I'm headed back there, yes. There's a car, I don't know, I try to check with everybody, but
I haven't
sometimes
signed out. I need to sign out.
she does. I've got call numbers. Everybody needs to make sure that they're signed out, that we're at church, so. Well, thank you guys so much. I know it's dinner time, and I'm sorry. You know what? Let me. Sorry. If there's anybody wants us to hang around and blow out candles, don't forget to load them in the truck, and then maybe it'll
up in there and then,
And I'll take
and we'll just leave the candles in them, right? Just blow them out?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys want to walk down and pick up a jug and blow it out, that would be great.
All right, so they did a like a candlelight visual walk, like to walk the path to Nicole's home. She was last seen here. This is a crime scene, folks. This is a crime scene here. There is crime scene evidence tape up on the windows and on the garage. Evidence, it says evidence on there, and also the door here. Also the door. So it's a crime scene here. These are some family members and friends of Nicole. They're out here paying respect.
Directly looking at that was smart though. That was you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. That wasn't funny.
I know it.
That was smart. That was funny.
JLR investigates. Let me know what you think, and just keep her image out there. Let me just show you her image right here. Let me just show you right here. Just keep her image out there. 41 years old.
Don't worry.
41 years old.
Take you up on it like
Okay. All right, so this is Jimmy right here.
Hey, how's it going?
So Jimmy, you know Nicole. You knew Nicole. You were in a relationship with her in the past.
Correct, yeah.
So what's your take on what's going on?
So, you know, I came out of the Army about 2016.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Met Nicole, I want to say about 2017, somewhere in that time frame. I want to say we met online. You know, and a lot of the things that have been going on, you know, we lost communication. We kind of went our separate ways due to some life choices, and kind of we were just on two different paths. Like, as a Christian and believer in Christ, who, you know, I didn't always live my life that way or live it the right way. And even today, I still fall short of the mark. But I just try to wake up and grow every day. And when I was with Nicole, there was just a lot of lifestyle choices and a lot of differences in how we thought and the things that we did. And you know, she was in and out, had a lot of, you know, always around different guys. You know, it wasn't abnormal for a dude to walk into her house with her husband sitting on the couch. I was one of those guys. And
Right here,
you know,
this location?
not just right down the road at the other house.
So they lived at another home on
two-story
the same
house.
block.
Yeah, in the same neighborhood. So I just tell people, you know, even as a Christian, I didn't always live my life as a Christian. So as dysfunctional as things were inside the home, looking back, I didn't really realize or see the dysfunction. But when you look back 8 years later with a clear mind and see what's really been going on, you really question, why was I in that position to begin with? But I know from experience and being around the family, you know, the husband was a very angry individual. You know,
That would be Brett. Right?
Brett, correct. So, like I said, it's been about 7-8 years since I have been around in the life of Nicole and stuff. Like I said, I know Selena back when she was about 4 or 5, back when my little one hung out with her.
Salida would be one of her daughters.
The youngest daughter.
Okay.
You know, she's probably 13, 14 today, maybe. But yeah, like I said, I do believe that, you know, the husband does know something. I try to be careful with the things that I say out of respect for his daughter and the kids. But I do have my beliefs and my suspicions of what, you know, really been going on over the last, you know, several years. And like I try to tell people, you know, the boyfriend, you know, I was a boyfriend 8-9 years ago. So it kind of gives you a little bit more of an idea.
Was she married back then?
Yes. So they were still married.
Okay.
So this has been going on for at least 8 to 10 years. Where
So she's married. They're kind of like in a separation, married.
Well, so Nicole's from Germany. Nicole, one of the biggest things that Nicole always shared with me is that she didn't want to get a divorce from Brett because she was always fearful of being sent back home to Germany and losing custody of her children.
Gotcha.
So because she met Brett in Germany and she came to the States with Brett as a military spouse. So she came here, and that's how they kind of built their life together. So that was one of the biggest things she always shared, is that she just didn't want to get a divorce, no matter how difficult it was, because she did fear losing her children and being sent back to Germany if they did get a divorce.
Gotcha.
She has no family here. Like,
None, no
none.
family.
Mom passed away several years ago. Dad's not doing well from what I hear. But like I said, they're in Germany. So she had her only family were her children. So it's just, as far as Brett goes, I do know that his mom lived locally or in the area, who was a major support system in his life. But like I said, I try to be generous with the things that I say on camera, out of respect for the family.
So, before you were in a relationship with her, like, how long were they married where they were actually a couple? Like, as far as, like...
I mean, I think you're going back 15, 16 years where Brett and Nicole were married. I think somewhere along the track, it kind of fell off as far as the trust issues, but something came in to wedge them apart to make them choose the lifestyle that they were living. I know Brett's not perfect. We're not perfect, but I do believe that Brett was dating as well behind closed doors, seeing women. So it's nothing that we can't just sit here and point fingers at Nicole, making it seem like, oh, Nicole was the one, is constantly seeing guys. Because I would say, eventually as a guy, if you're married to a woman or you have children, because like I said, all 3 children are from Brett and Nicole. But when you go through this and you see the children go through something like this, you really don't want to, it's kind of hard to put it into words. But yeah.
Yeah, you're providing tremendous insight. So, kind of like during the course of their marriage, they just decided, hey, we're going to stay married because she didn't want to go back to Germany.
Right.
But you can see it guys and I can see girls
kind of. I do know, according to the messages, like I said, that Nicole has confided in my wife throughout the last several years. After I moved on with Nicole, my wife was one of the very first people that I met after Nicole, that I ended up meeting at church, and kind of just giving my life to God and just really getting away from the lifestyle and the choices that I was making at that time.
Could you just, what was going on inside the house when you say it was bad things going on in the home?
Just constantly, I would say they never really felt, like there was never really a bond. Like there was always that, dysfunction as far as how they felt about each other, because Nicole didn't shy away how she really felt about him.
Which was what?
How abusive he was, or how much, a prick or arrogant, or, and Nicole was small, but don't let her voice fool you. She's very quick to go. She wasn't afraid to mouth off to you or tell you exactly how she felt. So I do believe there was times where she could have mouthed off to him and caused him to put his hands on her as well. But I do know that, throughout this investigation and knowing and being part of the family, I'm not shocked that this has happened. It's just sad, like I said, even being in a part of it as a Christian, it's just, I put my own time to come out here with the side-by-side and everything to just give back and just, it just goes a heck of a lot deeper than, the whole situation.
So he's how long did he serve in the military, and what did he do?
He had I want to say 10 plus years. I don't know exactly what he did, but I do know that he's very, I would say, intelligent. He's not dumb by any stretch, very smart. So, I do think that he's calculated in the way that he thinks. So it's not just like the normal person would say, oh, let's go search 2 miles from the home, because I do believe that she's not 2 miles from this home. I think with his background and being prior military, that he has some insight on how to do certain things. So yeah.
So your opinion, you think like he did something to her inside
Absolutely.
the home?
I do believe it happened inside the home.
And then maybe put her in a vehicle?
And put her in a vehicle.
What kind of vehicle do you have?
So he drove, he had a work van, and I do believe that it has something to do with that work van.
The work van?
Yeah.
That was the heating and air company kind of deal?
Yeah, just because, when you think about everything going on, there's a lot of things in the work van, but when you think to those things, you have to think outside the box. So I do think that there's going to be some things that come out.
They were talking about after she went missing on the 2nd, he quit his job, like just a few days after.
Right.
That's one. Is that true?
Yeah, so, he definitely quit his job. Like I said, there was a U-Haul year, they were moving out. Like I said, Brett's mom provided a lot of finances into this relationship, or the lifestyle that they were doing. So I think a lot of things, his mom knows some things as well. But I don't know his
Like,
mom
was he
personally. Or
like?
know.
Do you like? He's out of there now. He don't live
Yeah,
in that
nobody
house.
lives here
So he
anymore.
left a couple days ago for
Right.
the first, because it was like the first the lease run
Happened on
out.
the 2nd and around the 5th, or somewhere between the 7th or 8th, maybe.
Was this? Did he decide to leave after she went missing, or was this a planned leave that he was going to do months in advance and
I
say?
think it was planned.
It was.
I think a lot of this was planned. Like I said, you have to understand his background and who he is as an individual, and I think it was calculated that he kind of had his moves. But hopefully with cameras being all around this place, they can kind of piece together when or what vehicle left at what time to get an idea of when that vehicle came back. So that way they get a little bit better of an idea of how far possibly away, he possibly dumped her.
So I spoke to the daughter,
Mhm.
20-year-old
Alicia.
Alicia, and I spoke to her earlier up at the church, and she said she was in Nicole was in a relationship with a guy named Matthew.
Right.
Do you know anything about Matthew, or do you feel
I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. I only know from what people are sharing, but I don't think that he is involved. I really don't. I mean, yeah, okay, he has past record, or he was driving. A lot of people are like, oh, but he was driving the car. But people need to understand that Matthew driving the car wasn't something abnormal. Because I mean, back when I was with Nicole, I was with her when she went and purchased a brand new red Chevy Camaro. And she pretty much let me have that car for the first 2 to 3 weeks.
So just here, have the
you go,
keys.
drive it around.
So that's kind of like the case you think
yeah,
with
that's
this
what
situation.
I think was very similar. So that's why it's like it's not great. Like some people are like, oh my God, well don't you think it's kind of weird that the boyfriend was driving the car? But Nicole was a very generous, a very trusting, and the sad part to that is very easily manipulated. Her personality, very easily.
She speak English?
Yes.
Well?
She could speak German too.
German.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, she fluent German, but spoke English. But unfortunately, she could be very easily manipulated because she's just so trustworthy, so giving, that it wasn't like crazy for her to say, hey, here's my keys, go drive, or just come back and get me, or call me tomorrow. But like that's just.
So earlier today, searchers, and you were out there,
Yeah.
right? You were over there, and I went through there too. A lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Crazy. You don't think she's in there?
No, I think she's up near the forest somewhere.
Forest? What forest?
Ocala. Because when you think, like, you look at 441 and you look at all of the cameras, and even from here to the entrance, right? There's so many cameras on all these homes.
Ring cameras.
There's ring cameras everywhere on these homes. So I can guarantee, like, being a former corrections officer of the Army with my background, there's something that shows these vehicles, whichever vehicle it was leading, to put some kind of time frame together to determine when that vehicle returned. And like I said, and I feel like if you can get an idea of what that time frame looked like, we'd have a better idea of how far away he possibly could have taken her. But like I said, when you think of all the cameras and all the businesses on 441, CVS, all the gas stations, in today's generation in 2023, there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
So we would have been able to piece together, him leaving this neighborhood on a camera and being able to put it on a camera out there on 441 somewhere to determine which direction he was going. But being that there's no lights and no cameras and no businesses out this way.
Oh, so going out of the development, make a
go
right.
all the way out to Ocala this way and not even be seen or heard of because there's no lights, there's no businesses. So I do believe, unfortunately, with his background. And like I said, a lot of us would think, watching crime shows and stuff, oh, there's so much water. Oh, there's all this water around here. He's smarter than that.
So like nothing like
Yeah.
there's water in back of the house there, and I was showing people earlier. You don't think she's back
He's
there?
smarter than that because we all know, just speaking generally, that oh well, he's gonna throw him in the water, but no, we know that typically law enforcement have dive teams and stuff, and they check these things out, and he's not gonna put himself in a situation. He was very arrogant, very cocky.
To speculation, if he did something to her, what do you think it was about?
I really don't know because, like I said, there were so many men in and out of the house continuously. And like I said, we're going back 7 to 8 years. So, and that's just who I just know because I was involved. I don't know how many guys came before me that were in and out of the home. So, I do believe that it has something to do with, he possibly could have just lost it. But, I've heard some things as well.
Like what'd you hear?
That, it had something to do with an argument or a fight. Where Nicole possibly could have put her hands on, one of the kids and he lost it.
Really?
But like I said, I try to be like careful with the things that I say.
Yeah, and I can tell that
So-
you generally want to help and try to find
Yeah.
her because I saw you out there. You've been out there, And you know, this is it. I'm sure you're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I was shocked. You know, like I said, I just found out a couple days ago.
Oh, you
And,
didn't even know?
Yeah, I didn't even know, and I just found out a couple days ago. When
Because
I was on
why?
the internet.
When
I
the
was just searching on the internet, like breaking news, and it popped up, and I was just shocked. It was like 12:30 in the morning. Completely caught me off guard. But at the same time, I just tell people, when you play with fire, you're eventually going to get burned. And you know, unfortunately, whether it's another guy or when you're constantly bringing guys in the home, or you're constantly in an abusive or an unhealthy relationship, eventually, you know, nothing good comes of that. We know, statistically speaking, when you're involved in an abusive relationship, it only gets worse. It doesn't get better when you want to get out.
so sad. Jimmy, I appreciate your
So, yeah.
time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
And thanks for watching the channel.
Yeah.
And you know, keep your head up, man. And if you ever want to come back on, I'll give you my info. You can come back on, give more insight if you want to. We'll talk later.
Share some
Thank you,
things. So
Jimmy.
I got text messages and stuff offline that I'll share with you.
Gotcha.
That I don't want to put out.
Okay. Thank you.
So helpful all day today for you to just sit there and help me with it. Nah, you gotta turn the camera on me. You see me with this broken fucking foot coming over there? You get the fuck out of here right now, bro. Just the shit you're saying has nothing to do with anything.
I didn't really.
You know it, no, but you know you're acting all fake to my face. Go, get out of here, please. I didn't even need you to come today. We would have done the same thing without you and without you saying all of that. That was rude of you, okay? That was rude of you, and you know it. You have my heart and blood boiling right now.
I was actually pretty respectful with what I shared.
No, did you have to share anything? Does that have anything to do with bringing her home safe? No, you just wanted media attention, right? You just wanted media attention.
Alicia, I'm not here for no. Listen.
Literally, leave. Leave.
I am leaving.
Leave right now. Leave. That was rude. Hey, and you, turn the camera to me. Turn the camera to me because you're on live. That, for you to go over there and record that, you get the fuck out of here too. That was rude of you too, okay? Because I just had a bunch of people and Terry telling me that I shouldn't have even interviewed with you. Don't make me get that cop get out of his car, okay, for you harassing me. Get out of here now. Get out of here, please.
Have a good day,
You're
man.
sitting here talking about something that's, you act like you care, you don't even care.
Ma'am, I was just interviewing him.
What did that have anything to do about Nicole Baldwin? Y'all are sitting there more slandering her than anything to do with bringing her home safely. Leave, okay? Leave.
Have a great day, ma'am. I'm
Great,
praying for your family.
Great, I will have a great day because y'all are gone now. Thank you. Ridiculous. This is why you almost got sued for what? Fraud? Post that one too on your live channel.
Oh, I was interviewing that gentleman. That's a little shocker there. I was interviewing that gentleman there, and she freaked out on him, and I guess she took it out on me, saying that he's telling stuff. So you guys seen it. So let me know what you guys think. I am out here. She's distraught. That is the daughter of her. She is the younger daughter, or she's the 20-year-old daughter of her. So.
Fraud that you had on your record for claiming to be the uncle of somebody from a Stony Brook shooting? Like, you're crazy. You're still recording. Ridiculous. Have no life. How much money do you make out of it?
I think that interview was pure respect. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Look, and here's this going past. So there's searchers out here. There's people out here. I'm signing off. JLR Investigate. Subscribe to the channel, like, hitting the notification button. Let me know what you think. We will talk soon. Everyone be safe. And we're praying for Nicole, and we're praying for her to come back. Yeah, she flipped out on that guy. She flipped out on me too. We'll talk soon. Have a great day. Take care.